Hello, my name is Hassenn and I have been a realtor for more than 20 years. And I'm so excited to share my thoughts about the market. Today is June 20th, 2024, and it's the first day of summer. It's beautiful, gorgeous day that I actually can enjoy the deck finally. Before I start, I'm just curious. I would like to ask you, what do you guys think about the market? Do you think the next 10 years, the next 2 years, the price gonna go up 10%, or go down 10%, or stay the same? Please share your answer in the comment box below. I'm gonna look at three charts. One is the price, number of units sold, and number of units for sale. This data is from 2005 till May 2024. I hope I don't put you guys to sleep. Let's start.
This graph shows the price of homes in Greater Vancouver for all types of properties since 2005 till May 2024. As you can see, there are a few ups and downs happened the last 20 years. Every time that we have an event causes fear or greed among people. Let's look at these events. The first peak was in 2008 when the price reached 541,000 and then dropped to 466,000 in March 2009. That was a drop of 14% in 8 months. Then eventually bounced back 2 years later in 2010 to previous price. The event that causes this meltdown was the big financial meltdown in the US, where lots of people, they lost their homes. I remember those days, a lot of investors, they couldn't get mortgages and they end up giving up their deposit, and the price of apartment dropped quite a bit. I also had a listing that at that time was around 800, which is now is over 2 million, and that dropped. We end up selling 650, so it was about 19% drop in 6 months. The next event that caused the price of home employed was in 2016 and 17, which the price reached around $1,050,000. The event that caused this was the new immigration policy. Suddenly lots of students from abroad bought multi-million-dollar homes. I remember that people who worked hard in this country to save money to buy their home couldn't compete with this foreign money. The price, I remember one of my clients, we did home inspection, and we went subject free, and 100,000 were asking price, and we still lost by 100 or 200,000 more than what price he offered. You probably heard shadow flipping in those era. That was a new concept for us. So basically, a seller sold his home for $1 million, and usually it takes about 2 months to close the deal. In between, the buyers, they were assigning the home to each other and increasing the price. And then when the seller went to the lawyer, suddenly he saw the purchase price. If he sold it for $1 million, suddenly the purchase price is $1,500,000, and the seller said, "Oh, I sold it only for $1 million." And apparently, he realized that the home's been assigned to the other buyers, and that way they increased the price quite a bit. The final peak was in April 2022. The price reached almost 1.26, and as you know, this event happened because of the COVID, and they printed so much money. It's like you brought ocean water and dumped it in a lake. also interest rate came down to almost zero. So basically free money for everybody. As a result, this event caused a peak in 2022, and then the prices went down by 12% that year in December 2022. And I remember one of my clients was thinking to buy another investment property during that time, the March 2022, when I said I think it's better to wait. And he listened and he said, "So what should we do?" I said, "Maybe you want to sell one of the apartment and wait. If the price came down, then you buy your land, buy a house with a big lot." We implement that, and we got really good result. In December 2022, he bought a house with a big lot in Tri-City, which by next year gone up like 200,000-300,000.
I'm not here to predict the market. It's very tough to predict market in BC since we don't know what the BC or federal government gonna do tomorrow. Every day they're coming with so many rules and regulation. For example, what is the immigration? Are they gonna bring million people every year? Or what's gonna happen to our dollar? Is the dollar gonna go down, up, depending our interest rate gonna go up or down? And also, are they gonna really build 4 million homes in the next 10 years? As you can see, there are so many criteria that changes the market very quickly. So instead of predicting, let's look at the supply and demand and make a decision based on a calculated risk.
Let's look at the supply and demand. This chart shows the number of units that is currently for sale. As you can see, the inventory is increasing. And then if we go to the number of units sold, we'll see that in May we only had 2,711 homes sold. Historically, this is way below average. If this keep continuing, we're definitely going to see pressure on the price. Usually it takes 3 to 6 months before we see the price changes.
Overall, the market in Vancouver moved just like Bitcoin. For example, this year before Christmas, the market was very slow. And suddenly after January, everybody rushed in and the prices keeps going up and we saw lots of multiple offers. But by the end of April, lots of new listings rushed in as well. And as a result, right now we see the market kind of plateaued. So it depends the property type and the location. It could be buyer's market or we are in the balance.